afternoon. Good afternoon, IG. Hello. How you guys doing out there? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hope all is doing well on this lovely Tuesday afternoon. And it's the first day of December, guys. I guess everything is really flying on by. First day of December. So I want to welcome you guys on here today. Elaine Proby, CEO, PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. And I'm hopping on here today real quick to give you guys an update. I know that we have all, I guess, been in probably a state of disbelief with what's going on now with COVID and with everything that's going on with the increase. And because of that, of course, the governor here in California and elsewhere, I guess, was forced to put some more restrictions on businesses, guys. And so today, I want to be back in here today real quick just to discuss a few tips that we could be doing as business owners so we can stay afloat and get through this lockdown, as we call it, or just temporary shutdown that we're going through right now, which is the second time here in California we're doing it. And so I want to just discuss a few tips that we can use so we could get through this, guys. So today, Elaine Proby again, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. I want to welcome you guys back on here. I know it seems like it's been a couple of weeks since we had some Tuesday afternoon update, but right now, because we just started this week, going through the restrictions here on small businesses, and just when we felt like we were moving forward and things were getting back together, I think, we're kind of backing up a little bit. And as the governor called it, we're into this purple restriction mode. Okay. And so I want to give you guys a few tips that we could be doing to keep our small business up and floating. And then I'm going to close out by telling you some of the stuff that the governor has in place. There's 4 great points that the governor has in place. So before we leave, I'm going to let you guys know what those are. And it's going to be very, very helpful for the small business and even some of the other mid-sized businesses as well. Okay. So let's get into, just some tips that we could be doing while we on this shutdown or lockdown and just temporary restrictions for the next 3 weeks, guys. So one of the first things I want to discuss is that, as you know, that our businesses thrive off of marketing, right? It thrives off marketing. For any business to be successful, we got to be out there. We got to market. People got to know you exist. People got to know what kind of product or services you got to offer. And so because we thrive off marketing, either directly or indirectly, okay? And so some of the direct marketing is really what I want to touch on today, guys. I think this is a good time for us to sit back and evaluate our marketing strategy. And, one of the things that I know we don't spend a lot of time on is to go back and revisit our assets that we have for marketing purposes. A lot of times I know some of us have been using the same old logos, maybe some of the same, brochures, maybe some of the same business cards. Maybe some of us don't even have those, because I remember running my business for years at one time without even a business card. So I think this is a good time, guys, for marketing to go back and revisit your assets, see how everything is looking. You might want to update some of the logos, some of your photos. You might want to increase some, your website, blog posting, and different things like that, because you have to stay visible. Okay, you have to stay visible so that your customers and your clients know that you're still in business. Okay, some of us are able to operate remotely. Some businesses like the food chains and restaurants, stuff like that, are still able to operate and do takeouts only. So you want to stay visible, and you need to make sure that they know that you do exist. So you want to have a presence online. You want to update your marketing materials, and you want to make sure that, that it gets the message across. All right. In the meantime, you want to also discuss your strategy of getting to your customers and strategy of getting to your clients. You might want to, just visit email marketing. You may want to repurpose some of your other branding materials that you already have in existence. And, this might sound like something that, okay, well, it's not, it's really not that bad because it doesn't matter. However, you got to keep in mind that you're competing with a lot of other businesses, and whatever catches the eye, whatever get the messages across is what people are going to gravitate towards. And this is what you want to be on top of the pack. You want, when they open their web pages, when they get online, when they get into their Facebook pages or whatever that is, a social media page, you want to be The first one that they look at, you want to be able to have them go ahead and open up your page, open up your ad, open up your promo material, whatever it is that you are putting out there, guys. So it is very, very, very important to make sure that you stay on top of that stuff. And you want to, make sure that they know that you're still in business. For all you restaurants, for the takeout people, make sure that you have all of the takeout services, delivery services in place, because you want to stay on top of the game, because when you get ready to open again, or when we get past this 3-week process, and people get back out there, you don't want them to forget about you, right? You want to make sure that you stay in front of them, your names are there, and they know you still exist, right? So keep your brand out there, enhance it, and make sure that you are, in the game. All right. So the next point I want to talk about too is, guys, another tip that small business can do during the shutdown. This is a great time to evaluate your operation procedures. I know a lot of us is operating, and we don't follow all the steps, all the procedures that keeps us in business over the years. But at the end of the day, guys, it's super important to make sure that you have some great operating procedures in place. You want to make sure that you have great operating procedures in place, because, you have to operate a different way now. You have to operate a different way. It's nothing like you did before. So you want to sit back, take a look at how you're doing things, take a look at how you got to do them in the future. You got to get ahead of the game, okay? And you got to stay automated. And so you want to take a look at all of your internal processes. Look at your software, look at your equipment, look at everything that you are operating with now. See if it's going to get you through. See if it's going to make it through the next 6 months or the next year. So this is a good time to sit back, guys, evaluate your business, and stay ahead of the game. And you got to stay up with automation. Okay, you got to stay on top of automation. You got to stay with it. You got to stay on top of it. So those are 2 major tips that I want to make sure, guys, that you pay attention to. And again, like I said, I can't express this enough. I was one of those people who have operated with the same or no business cards for years and years and years. And you sit back and you didn't look at your operation procedures. You're just flying every single day, trying to make sure the business stay open. But now, because we're under shutdown, look on the bright side. There is a way for us to sit back, evaluate everything we're doing, and make sure that we're ready for when we get past this, that we're ready for what happens on the other side, okay? And you got to stay in touch with everything that's going on. So those are the major tips that I want to tell the small business people, guys. Get out there and make sure that you stay abreast of everything that's happening, and people know you still exist. You're in business. If you're a delivery service, if you have food or anything to deliver, guys, any other product, make sure that people know that you can deliver and they can pick up, and you're still there, all right? Make sure they're still there. So once again, I want to welcome all you guys on here. Hello, how you guys doing? Hi, Cognac. Hi, Dre. Hi, Twin. Thanks for jumping in here. Hi, Eleanor. Hey, Naz. Hi, Lorna. How are you guys doing? Hi, Laverne. Thanks for jumping in here today, guys. I wanted to close out by letting you guys know what is in store, what the governor put in store, because he knows that this is a very hard economical times for the small businesses, of course, for individuals, but specifically for the small business. So there's about 4 great points that he put in place, guys, that I just want to run by you guys real quick to let you know what those are. And I know a lot of businesses are in the retail service business, guys. For the people in retail, you collect sales taxes, and then you have to set it aside and pay to the government. What the governor of California, Governor Newsom, had put in place is that he said you could take those sales tax money. You can use them for right now, okay? You can float your business in the meantime with the sales tax money. Don't send it to them. They don't want it right now. You don't have to pay right now. They won't charge you any interest, any penalty. Float your business for the moment, and use that sales tax money. Like I said, it's just a temporary flow. But, keep in mind that you are, going to have to pay later, of course. But they want to make sure you don't have to send that money off knowing you can use it to stay open. That's one of the things, right? So the second thing that he put in place is that for the larger business, it's going to be interest-free for you to be able to use. If you have up to $5 million in sales, again, you can take the sales tax dollars. You can use those dollars, guys. There would be no interest, no penalty. to pay that money back. So the state of California is allowing you to use the sales tax money that you are supposed to send to them as a float for your business in the meantime. So that's the second thing. And third, what he's doing is they're gonna have grants. There is about $500 million of money that they are setting aside for grants up to $25,000 for small business, guys. And this is going to be effective in the next couple of weeks. I want to make sure you guys stay on top of this. In the next couple of weeks, effectively, the state of California will be giving $25,000 up to $25,000 worth of grant money, small business. And he said not only to the small business people, however, the cultural foundations can get it, your nonprofit foundation can get it as well, not just the businesses, guys. So this is open to everybody, all the businesses in the state of California, up to $25,000 in a couple of weeks. They will make this money available. So of course, we'll have to maybe apply for it, put some paperwork in, of course, but we want to make sure we stay on top of that and get this grant money up to $25,000. And the fourth thing that is a major point that the Governor Newsom wanted to make is that there's going to be $1,000 tax credit for anyone that's able to hire an employee. $1,000 tax credit, that's a lot of credit, $1,000 per employee, up to $100,000 depending on how many employees you can hire. So this is something else that is in place immediately right now, and this is to assist the small business through this economical hard time and the fact that we are in a temporary shutdown again. So again, guys, I want to welcome you on here, and just to let you know again that, there's tips that you can do. There's things you can do for your business. Like I said, specifically the marketing strategy, because your business thrive off marketing. Keep in mind, every major business out there, every time you open your eyes, you see them somewhere, either in the television, you see them everywhere. And so they're marketing, they are marketing, they are marketing. So make sure that you're on top of that and make sure your operation can handle your increase in sales, okay? Increase in sales, increase in revenue, make sure operation and your personnel can handle it. So when we open again, we're all gonna be on top of it, all gonna be very successful. And, at the end of the day, I guess, guys, it's all gonna be worth it, right? We're here to win, and that's what we're gonna do, okay? And before I close out, I want to invite you guys back here on Thursday. Thursday afternoon is when we do our Q&A. And this Thursday, we're gonna talk about year end. It's almost the end of the year, and what about your taxes? And I want you guys to keep in mind, all you individual out there, it doesn't matter how you gain your income, how you earn your income this year, whether it's self-employment, whether you had a job, whether you got unemployment, whether you have gotten monies from your pension in advance. It doesn't matter what type of income you have, you're gonna have a responsibility to file taxes. So what we're gonna talk about on Thursday, because it's year end, how you're going to save, tax tips on how you can have deductions and how you can save on your taxes when you file your 2020 tax return. Okay, so this is year end, some things that you can do now before the year is over. If you don't plan ahead, before you know it, it's going to be 12/31/2020, and there's nothing you can be able to do about it. Okay, so we want to discuss that Thursday afternoon, 1 p.m. Come back here. Elaine Proby, CEO, PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. Here, CEO of a financial service firm in business in LA for over 35 years, guys. And I want to thank you all for jumping on. Hi, Carla. Thanks for coming in. Okay. So once again, guys, thanks for jumping on. I will see you guys back here on Thursday afternoon. All right. Y'all have a wonderful and safe day. Follow instructions. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. All right. Bye-bye.